We're serving tradition right here in my kitchen, from Fresno to the world. That's right, we're back finally, and we're going to make Z. Bedrosian's chicken kebabs today. Now, I don't have skewers, and so if you at home don't have skewers too, good, then we're in the same boat. So what I've done to start is I bought these wooden skewers from the store, and what I'm gonna do right now before we do anything else is I'm gonna fill this bowl with water, and I'm just gonna submerge the skewers. So the idea is that when I actually skewer them and we put them on the fire, that they don't go up in flames. Okay, so that's the first step. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start prepping the vegetables. Look at this baby. I got this at the Vineyard Farmers Market here in Fresno. It's still got its top on. Okay, so what we're gonna do with the onions, and you want 2 of them, is we're gonna cut off the top and the bottom, and then we're gonna cut off about 2 layers of the skin. Okay, don't worry, this is what Z says to do. It's her recipe, so that's what we're doing. And then you just quarter it. So as you quarter it, then what I do is I just kind of pull them apart, because each of these is gonna get skewered. It's gonna taste really good. Okay, so now I've already have 1 onion in there, so we've got the 2. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add some squash. Summer squash goes really good with chicken kebab. So I've got 2 kinds. Well, these are cute little baby zucchinis, and then the yellow squash. I got these from also Vineyard Farmers Market. And so since there's not that many of them, I'm gonna do 5. If they were, bigger, they were really large, I might do 3. And then I'm just gonna make these diagonal, about 1.5 inch cuts, because these are gonna skewer really nicely and they're gonna cook. If you're doing beef kebab, you might wanna make smaller cuts because the beef cooks faster, doesn't have to cook as long. So, because you kind of want your squash to cook at the same rate as your chicken. You don't want it to be hard. In case you're wondering, I've already washed all of these vegetables and dried them. Okay, so here we have peppers, and Z likes to use about 2 peppers with this recipe. I'm using 3 because, let's face it, I want leftovers. And I really like onions and pepper. So what I do is I take off the top, and I like to cut the top too, because you can use it. And then I kind of take out the inside, and then I cut them this way. So 1, maybe 2, 3, and then I cut these into, fairly large pieces, like so. And then I just cut those in half. And I think that's a good size for the skewers. So I've already got a red one in here, and I've just added the orange. I'm gonna add green because I love green. So I'm just gonna put that in real quick. So to the vegetable mixture, we'll add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 cup of olive oil. And then just mix it and set it aside. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow the salt to kind of soften up the vegetables a little bit, tenderize them while we're doing the meat, so that when we're ready to skewer it, they're gonna skewer without breaking. Again, Z's secret, not mine. Here at Jules' Armenian Kitchen, we're learning the secrets to great Armenian home cooking from the people in our community who know what's what. How cute does that look? You wanna know the thing that always scared me about chicken kebab? It was cutting the meat. And actually, because no one ever showed me how to do it. So once Z taught me how to do it, I feel totally confident, and I'm gonna show you how to do it now. So what you do is you take about 2 pounds of chicken breast, and in my case, it happens to be about these 3 breasts. And then you just look for where is the grain, and you can see that the grain is kind of going this way. So you wanna cut then against the grain. So if the grain is going this way, I'm gonna cut it this way. And just make, she said about 2-inch cuts. So think of it like that. And then from there, what you wanna do is just kind of cube it so that it would go on your skewer without being too big and floppy. That's the thing you don't want, is for it to flop all over the sides. You know, little pieces get in the fire. That's no good. So again, just a good cube. And that's it. That's it. Why was I scared? No need to be scared. You want to make chicken kebab that's as good or better than restaurant? I'm going to show you the right marinade, says Z. Okay, so what this is vegetable spread. You can get it at the Middle Eastern market, the Armenian market. This one says eggplant spread, but often I get it just says vegetable spread. It's the same thing, I think. It tastes really good either way. So we're going to do 1 tablespoon of this vegetable spread, a heaping tablespoon. We'll put it right in, okay? Then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of sour cream. Make it really loud and nice and creamy. And just stir it up. Okay? And then she says 2 teaspoons of salt for every pound of chicken. So we have 2 pounds of chicken. So technically we should do 2 teaspoons, but I'm just going to do 1.5 because we're kind of watching our salt in this family. Okay? It's called the DASH diet, low sodium. And then fresh ground pepper, as much as you want. And then the fun part, get really gooey and mix it up with your hands. And notice I put this right in the same bowl that the vegetables were in. And now I'm just bringing it all together. I'm coating the vegetables and the chicken with this lovely vegetable spread, sour cream, making a really nice creamy marinade. Here in Fresno, I think the best chicken kebab that you can get at a restaurant is at AJ's Armenian Cuisine. So good. The first time I had Z's chicken kebabs, I was like, wow, this rivals AJ's. So I encourage you to try it. And if you're in Fresno, compare and contrast. Tell me what you think. Visit at Jules Armenian Kitchen on Facebook or Instagram and tell me, what do you think of Z's marinade compared to AJ's? Okay, it's time to skewer. So we've got these. You remember that they had been soaked, so they're nice and damp. So go ahead and grab one, grab the pointy end. And I like to start with some onion and some pepper to make like a little cap. So find one, put it this way so it can kind of grab, see how it can grab it? Okay, and then we're gonna grab this. Now, let's put some chicken. So kind of reach around, find some chicken, skewer it in the center. Now maybe a little squash. I don't know, it's fun to kind of look around and pick what are your choices. Think about, making a really pretty color. Palette, let's grab a different squash. You got the idea. Rinse and repeat. So here is some more chicken. Oh, I think we need some more onion. I feel like the onion hasn't gotten too much love. There we go. Maybe more of that. Squash it down. Just a little more chicken. And then it's time to cap it. Cap the top. If you want to make it longer, you can, but for me, I think that's probably pretty good. It gives the person who's at the grill, an area to grab it. And that's it. So I'm going to finish skewering, and then we're going to take these out to the grill. My husband has put some nice hickory charcoal in the grill, and it's heating up, and we'll see you out there. Got the Grateful Dead in the background, playing Tennessee. No one carry me back to Tennessee. Are you ready for another secret? Okay, here it is. Now that they're done, take them off using your pita bread. Why? Because all of those juices get on the bread and make it taste really, really good. And then you can put it in the oven just like this at 200 degrees for as long as you need to. Keep them warm until your guests arrive. Or you can serve them immediately. Or you can just have a taste. Cheers. So good. And that's a wrap. I got Mom and Dad here, got some delicious pomegranate wine, and we're gonna have our party. All right, what do you think?
I think that this is going to be outstanding.
Like Grandpa would say.
This is good. It's just right. Cord, you barbecued that thing beautifully.